game to help neutralize those talented defensive ends. Go on a play fake and right in the backfield on the first play of the game. How about Myles Garrett making his presence?
Can't give him an edge. He'll make you pay.
Wow. And now on the ground on 2nd and 18 and nowhere to go. The safety Justin Evans came up. Time.
Quick throw.
And it is a quick throw with some room out in front. And picking his way forward, stopped close, Tony Stevens, but I do think a little bit short. Looks SEC debut, period. First SEC game for the veteran quarterback. Play fake on first down. And that throw almost intercepted, incomplete. As the standout sophomore Kirk in motion, they will hand the ball off. A&M will. Right side running and powerful running from Keith Ford, knocked out short of the first. Under 5, they get the snap off. And sometime now that time is ending. The scrambling ability of Knight gets away, gets a first down, and gets to the sideline. First down of the game on either side. It looked like some movement there was. A&M jumped.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 72.
4 wide receivers, which is pretty standard. And a screenplay set up. Williams turned around just in time to make the catch. Got hit hard. Second down, Knight at slant across the middle, and it's complete. Number 11, Josh Reynolds, the senior, and part of that very just talking about. It is loud, trying to make a change to the play. Pressure comes. Knight steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run again. And trying to avoid those hits, he will get to the sideline. On 2nd and 8. Play fake. The throw across the middle, and that one, I think, was on the hands of Ricky Seals-Jones. And with all that, that ball should have been caught. 3rd and 8. Knight pressured again, and he's going down. Montravius Adams with the sack. A big guy touchdown, straight ahead running again with some room and powerful running from Petway. First down, Auburn.
They need to do it to take pressure off Sean White.
Trying to use some tempo. They'll pitch it left side. The big guy, you would figure he'd be a little less effective in that area of the field, but he had a matchup against Clemson week 1. They did not run the ball very effectively. White throws. He had time that time, delivered it on target. Complete to Tony Stevens.
Petway, who's really a backup fullback from last year, he's toting the rock.
He had never carried the ball until last week, and you wouldn't know it the way he's carrying it here so far against A&M.
Personal foul, face mask, 6 of the defense. 15-yard penalty for the end of the run, automatic first down.
They make a lot of them for both defenses. A quick hitter right side to a kid who's become a pretty good story on this Auburn as a walk-on to be an onside kick specialist, and now he's one of their top wideouts. First down, good positive gain for Ryan Davis. 1st and 10 inside the 20, and they'll swing it out quickly again to Davis on the other side. Slips a tackle, cuts upfield, inside the 5 and all the way down. Close, but stopped just short.
The end zone.
They're not waiting to let him look at it. They're going straight into the end zone. Touchdown. Petway's first. Now the Ducks until now. Knight, little shoulder fake. He's got a man open. That is Seals-Jones, who is a big, strong target. He kind of muscles his way out of bounds near the down and short. Knight will hand the ball off. Not a lot of room, and the ball's on the ground. A fumble. And I do believe the Aggies kept it. Keith Ford leaves the game. Travion Williams comes in. They fake it to him. Almost looks like a busted play, and Knight just throws it to nobody. Wow, on 3rd and 1. With the ball back, but after the good punt, not great starting field position. A handoff. Petway's been the guy on the ground so far, end over end across the 20.
The right side of the offensive line, really in the run game, has done a great job.
Garrett right in the backfield. He almost took the handoff from Sean White. So Myles Garrett second.
Because this is not as explosive an offense as they had in the past.
Play fake, and White, he'll keep it. Got the long,
for a long time.
Got great hands. 3rd and 9. He's in to protect here. White. And the receiver, Stevens, came back short of the mark, so it's a completion.
More surprised that Jalen Hurts and that offense scoring that many points.
No kidding. That slant to his target, Josh Reynolds, complete on first down.
Nice pass to number 11, Josh Reynolds.
Kevin Sumlin is hoping that his transfer quarterback, Trevor Knight, can find that magic touch, much like Chad Kelly, get this team rolling on offense.
Hand it off to Ford. Nice cut upfield and then a broken tackle for the first down.
A&M, and I think the biggest thing good to happen at A&M was to get Trevor Knight.
Turn upfield. There's the first catch for Christian Kirk.
Quarterback position was invaluable for this team.
I mean, last year just turned into chaos. Ford, no. It's Knight with the keeper. And he kind of spins to avoid the big hit, but a nice gain on the ground for Knight.
Jackson earlier today just carved up Florida State. He's not that fast, but he has those quicks.
Knight over the middle, a little high, incomplete. And that Sugar Bowl, that's a long time ago now. Getting the second chance here at A&M with pressure coming. He swings it out. He's got a wide open man on the left side. That's the freshman Williams. Tackled short up the first down inside the 30. 3rd and 3. Knight taking a shot down the field with contact there, and they say incidental. The feet got tangled up. Kick on the way, and it is good.
The 46-yard kick.
Alabama fan, you can't make that up. And then he took over as head coach. They couldn't do it until last week.
They got time he pinched his two defensive ends, take away the inside run.
And the ball off. That's Johnson trying to get to the corner. Leaps over one would-be tackler. 3rd and 7. Out of the timeout, Auburn. White looked like a designed run with all kinds of room. First down, Sean White and Auburn. So first down across the 40. The handoff straight ahead running without as much room this time. A gain of 2, maybe 3 for Auburn on the move. They've got the ball second down. Sean White pass tipped up and drops incomplete. That hung in the air against SC last year. 3rd and 8. White, that was his first incompletion, throws middle behind his intended target. He was trying, but Auburn was the 3rd-ranked team in the country coming into that game, and since then things have not quite been the same. Nice catch from Ricky Seals-Jones.
Can't let that define you.
Up the middle, Ford. So nice running room there on 3rd-ranked team in the country. And they've been a long way from that this last year. Knight scrambling, throws across his body. Nice delivery and another catch for Ricky Seals-Jones. LSU right here next week. Play fake. In the pocket, going deep across the middle. And complete. What a delivery. The catch by Josh Reynolds inside the 10. 1st and goal. Knight hands off. Ford gets popped right at the 5. Knight keeps it, throws, caught, touchdown, Josh Reynolds. And the Aggies go ahead.
We talked about earlier, if they're going to get off the line and beat the press, they got a chance.
And they're working on him on the sideline. Petway, who's done a nice first half. And off again, straight ahead, powerful run. Tackle by. And off with a flag thrown. The first down if the play counts. Straight ahead running Petway.
Defense number 6. 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
A&M. Auburn's not been called for a penalty yet. They will hand it off on that jet sweep action coming around right side. The quick cut upfield by Ryan Davis for
To the end of that run.
That is true. You can use him in a lot of ways, including like this, getting the ball. Got close, but Garrett and Hall back in the game. 1st and 10 Auburn. They fake that sweep action. White dumps it short. That is Johnson. Hit hard. Spins through the tackle for a gain of a yard.
Last night.
I don't think he did. He might not. Well, he'll probably sleep pretty well tonight. White, Garrett, and White goes down. Maybe not.
And this is
Raw power of this kid. That throw short, caught, but Hastings couldn't quite stay in bounds, so that'll be That game could take a while. I think there'll be some points on the board with the Bears and the Longhorns. That's a nice delivery from Trevor Knight. Christian Kirk stopped around the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5. Trevor Knight trying to go over the top. Incomplete, intended for Ricky Seals-Jones.
There's blitz looking inside.
3rd and 5, swinging out to Kirk out in the open, but swarmed by the Auburn defense. That's a loss. Right. I mean, Texas A&M's defense, when both those guys are firing, is tough to handle. Now a ball loose, and there's Hall right on it to recover the fumble. Ryan Davis cut it upfield, got hit. A first down for Trevor Knight and the Aggies. Hand off, left side, Ford knocked off balance, but a nice gain down to the.
That's all we have to worry about. We have to be the first ones there. We have to solve problems.
That snap went directly to Kirk, who shows off his illusion. Inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. No, not at all. And Knight throws the ball away. That was a good decision by him. Reynolds. Kirk motions into the backfield, and it's an option type look. They're going to throw it back to Kirk. One-on-one, can't break the tackle. Carlton Davis got him down. 3rd and 8. Knight, little shoulder fake to the end zone, incomplete. The pass was high. Seals-Jones got his hands on it. Good hold. Kick is good. So the turnover turns into points. Auburn keeps Texas A&M out of the end zone. But
It looked a lot like the loss to Houston in the Peach Bowl a year ago, so it's not like it's the first time.
Petway with room, churning his way upfield. He's got a first down outside the 35. He has been.
Sometimes you just need a good, healthy bell cow, and that's what Petway's been.
Gain of 12, and that one did not look right. Second play. Chandler Cox went in motion. Handoff Petway. Not much room this time. Where Myles Garrett is licking his chops. White just tucked it under, trying to run for it. Took a hit down low, and he gets stopped well short on 4th down. 7 on the road. Fake handoff on the jet sweep, and a nice stutter step move. That's Speedy Noyle down the sideline with that burst of speed for a big gain. Boy, comfortable, look good. They expect him to be a big part of the offense. Knight with a misdirection, throwing it back across the formation, and Travion Williams could not hang on. Against Clemson, he had a big game against the Tigers. Play fake, Knight flushed out to the right. Will he take off? Penalty flag thrown. He's going to run and go out of bounds, but that one is
Holding offense number 72. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Repeat, 2nd down.
still in what is field goal range for A&M, but borderline. Knight shovel pass, and Williams slips a tackle to the 20, to the 15, inside the 15, down to about the 13. And maybe McShay's too. Knight. Dangerous throw and almost intercepted, almost caught, almost intercepted, intended. 31-yard try. Kick is up, and it is good. So Daniel LaCamera's 3 for 3 in this first half. Generation of Yankees. I think that'll be a positive for them. Almost picked off there.
Expanding this defense because they're sitting on it.
Handoff, Johnson straight ahead, breaks a tackle. He's got the first down and more. Across the 40, nearly to the 45.
Block on the defensive tackle, running lane for Johnson.
And after the 19-yard gain, quickly to the line, they hand it to him, and not this time. Deshaun Hall was right there. Clock. And they should be. Johnson straight ahead. They keep it on the ground. By Jordan Hare. All the way down to 30 seconds on the game clock. Couple of fakes. White down the middle. He's got his man open. Caught at the 35 and tackled right around the 35. Tony Stevens. At some point this year, a 60-plus yard field goal. They'll try it. Setting up a screen. That is caught by Stevens. And did he stay up? I don't think he was blown down. Out of bounds.
You're going to stop that clock with a timeout.
There's the snap. Garrett got the big jump off the line of scrimmage. Hit the quarterback. That's a completion along the sideline to Stevens. 7 seconds. Kick is up, and once again, it is good. And not the final play.
Offense is death by 1,000 paper cuts.
You love that.
That's a throw intended for Reynolds, and high, even with Reynolds. Explosion has not been there that they're used to seeing from Gus Malzahn's offense. Ford just nowhere to go. Push backwards. He lost a couple yards. Just 1 of 7 on 3rd down in the first half. 3rd and long here. Pressure comes. That throw. Kind of a back shoulder attempt for Doyle. Incomplete. Garrett, who has made some spectacular plays already in this one, and they are running in his direction for a fairly short gain on 1st down. Johnson shuffles in the backfield. They'll pitch it to Kerryon Johnson. Breaks a tackle. Hall pursuing. And he got there, and his teammates did as well. 3rd and 10. Couple run plays going nowhere. White in the pocket. He does have time. He delivers the ball right there. And a big hit, but hanging on to the ball. The true freshman Kyle Davis.
Davis could be a big part of the second half.
Yeah, they think he's got a chance to be a really good player. White with the fake and the keep. He does have, he's not quite Trevor Knight with it.
And maybe 6 or 7 times in a game run.
Handoff straight ahead. And close to that 1st down. I think they'll spot 1st and 15. Swing that out, and a big hit in the open field. What a tackle. Armani Watts.
83 of those, Dave, were solos. That's unbelievable.
That is a big number. 2nd and 16. That one is incomplete. Intended for Hastings again. Good protection. That throw out to the right. Defense played it nicely. Back close to the original line of scrimmage and right at the border of field goal range. 1st and 10, A&M. A&M, Trevor Knight with the pitch back after carrying it across the line of scrimmage to Kirk, and I think that was backwards. 2nd and 4. They give it to Ford, trying to cut it upfield. There was just nowhere to go. He went backwards. He lost him out there now. He's not out there for 3rd and 5. Pressure comes. Knight throws, knocked down. There's number 6, Carlton Davis. The fact that you just came up with that question kind of tipped me off a little bit.
So when the Aflac trivia question,
Maybe we'll get a production group to get back on that.
I'm retiring from Aflac.
Handoff right side, the big rumbling fullback Cameron Petway.
Make plays with his feet on 3rd down.
Sprinting left, and he'll throw across his body, off the hands, incomplete. Marcus Davis had a chance at it.
It's hard to live up to that expectation every single year.
The fake by Knight being flushed out. He's got a man. A huge hit knocks the ball away from Kirk. It's gotten this crowd going. 2nd and 10. Handoff Ford. And a penalty flag thrown. Piled up. 3rd and 8. They declined the penalty to set up 3rd down. Here comes a pass rush. Screen high, incomplete. Intended for Williams.
And a 1st down with the running into the kicker variety.
And the punt was so good, Brian, that I'm not sure that the fact that they did, Trapuka's punt. 2nd and 13 after the loss. White throws. He's got his man caught. And the tackle just short of a 1st down.
Some tempo here.
White, well, that's not White. That was Cox who handed it off to Johnson, trying some of that misdirection and deception, and the Aggies were right on it.
Well, manufacture some looks.
Jonathan Franklin is in the game. They're going to pitch it back to him. He is a quarterback. He's going deep to nobody. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. And this is what drove everybody crazy. Not putting him in an easy spot. Pass rush starts to come. That throw. And here comes a flag. 2 of them. That's going to be against Texas A&M. He spot a foul. The penalty was committed just a little short of that 15-yard. Now White is swarmed, and somehow did he fling it away? No, here comes the flag. Well, there's nobody there. He was still, I think, inside the tackle box.
Yeah, he got it back to the line of scrimmage, but he did not get outside the tackle box.
He did not.
Intentional grounding, offense number 13. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. Second down.
Jarrett Johnson, who got in, they busted up that play. Second and 21. Now they swing it out left side. Carry on Johnson. I mean, he broke one tackle. You're not going to break 6. He gets back close to the 35.
Play and then the gimmick play, and all of a sudden you're in this spot.
In the pocket, trying to go deep middle, tipped and almost intercepted. A hand on the football, but all right, while we were away, they started play up again, a short run gain, and then on second down, the true freshman Travion Williams.
Yeah, Travion Williams, middle opens up to that Auburn defense, and got to wonder as these plays stack up in the second half, and these big defensive linemen.
He's got some burst. He's in the backfield. Kirk leaves the backfield, and they throw a forward pass. He stayed behind the line of scrimmage, and that's a first down for Kirk and A&M.
By the goal line.
That's a good point. I mean, he had the ball in his hands first game as a college player. White trying to get away from the pressure. Stays on his feet. Big block to help him. And to the sideline, incomplete. He got away. He had more time.
In a hot environment tonight.
Big number 1. He can move. Another one of these option style plays. This time Knight keeps it. Tucks that ball down and goes down inside the 40, close to the 38.
You know,
In the pocket, Knight. On third down, throws incomplete. And are you in the park? Fourth down. Snap cleanly. Knight throws, caught, first down. Christian Kirk inside the 30. That's enough to get the flag. First and 15. Hand off. That burst that Todd's talking about from Williams. 2 yards, second and 9. 10th play of the drive. Knight rolling left, squares those shoulders, got his man Noyle knocked out of bounds with the big hit, but inside the 10. This part of the field has not been easy on either side. Knight maybe thought about running, now scrambling out to the right and out of bounds. Got some pile. This is their 4th trip. Second and goal. Knight backpedaling, now looks middle, incomplete. And the hat came off. Noyle, big one. Knight on third and goal, looking to run. Now flings it out of the end zone, incomplete. 25-yarder from the right hash. He's still perfect, 4 for 4. And now it's a 2-score game as
Put up more than 7 points in the game.
first down Auburn. They got to get the offense going. Wide open, incomplete. White threw it a little bit high.
Completely gotten away from Cameron Petway running the ball.
They have it. I don't get it. That throw is caught for a relatively short gain. Right. Neither team's been real good on third down. A&M shows some pressure. That throw through the hands, perhaps, of Hastings, and then right off the defender.
A minute and a half ago.
Well, they have talked about their depth and how they're happy with it. Knight kept it with great ball skills, gets the first down and goes down. And I think they have told Trevor Knight, look, near midfield, first and 10, Texas A&M. And a handoff, right side running, inside Auburn territory. That's James White. We have not seen much of him. Second and 4. This is 3rd play of the game. And he gets close, but I think he... Now Knight trying to sneak his way forward on 3rd and 1. High snap that time, but they got the handoff executed to Travion Williams.
Offensive line and running game to put games away.
Another high snap, that sidearm release, and the pass is complete with the cut upfield. Josh Reynolds, A&M first down.
CC and Josh Reynolds.
Now another one to Reynolds on the right sideline. He stays in bounds, clock wind.
Or you could put 3 receivers out, flip it out there, and have them block.
So right after we made the point of maybe slowing it down a little bit, going super tempo. First down, gain of 6 for... Play fake, shoulder fake. Knight caught. Reynolds again, right at that first down mark. And a penalty flag is thrown. And that one should be going against Auburn. During their goal-to-goal problems, they've had a hard time punching it in. Handoff, Williams stops short.
Well,
they give it to Ford, nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The ultimately carried it in. And they tried to get that snap off quickly. Flags thrown. Did they move?
Before the snap, false start, 72 offense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
one of the
Knight looking right. Over the top, jump ball, and caught. Out of bounds. No touchdown for Ricky Seals-Jones. 4 for 4 already. 26 yards. Up and good. He's 5 for 5. So 12 plays. They take about 5 minutes off the clock. But in the third, the junior transferred from junior college, started his career at Florida State, and he is very good in the open field. This is what he does well. A scramble for 11 yards and an Auburn first down.
when I was sophomore year in high school, then sat for a couple of years behind Jameis Winston.
Handoff, straight ahead running with a big hole. Petway cuts it to the outside. He'd only carried it twice in the second half. And
After one play, worried about the speed of number 5.
that's the biggest play of the game for Auburn's offense. 33 yards down inside and now back to the right. Handoff, Petway inside the 25. 3rd and 3. Handoff, Petway, first down. It might have been 4-down territory anyway.
You got to make some adjustments with your defensive ends.
Petway gets it again on that same read type play and gets more positive yardage.
There's concern with him running out on the edge.
A quick snap, handoff, Petway. And the fans are a little crank. Clock continues to move. Franklin keeps it. And stayed on his feet, shoved out of bounds. Maybe lost a yard. It's 4th down. Franklin takes a snap, and in the backfield was number 10, Deshaun Hall, to blow up the play. And A&M gets the ball back. After stopping Auburn on 4th down, Trevor Knight keeps it and then throws it. That's an illegal pass. He had clearly crossed the line as boy watching.
We have 2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense number 2, that penalty's declined. Illegal forward pass, number 8 of the offense. Quarterback threw the ball beyond the line. That's a 5-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. Loss of down, 2nd down.
So that's off the clock and win the game on offense.
So 2nd down, handoff. Williams slips through. Travion Williams, what a move. To the 40 with a blocker. And there's the speed of the true freshman. Still going. Williams, touchdown. 89 yards. Franklin still in at quarterback. 6:40 to go. They moved the ball pretty well with him, but again, A&M's going to figure out what the game plan is with this inexperienced team. 2nd down. That is complete for a 2nd down game.
Troy. The reason I like it, though, is the consistency and the versatility in terms of his ability to rush.
Franklin was looking to run all the way. Gets the 1st down.
The same was with Ware when he was coming out of school.
Just wanted to get the shock in the hands reference out.
I was dying to.
The pitch to Johnson into A&M territory.
These reps right now for John Franklin are critical.
He does have arm strength, and he showed it off there. He's got zip on his ball.
Well,
DeMarcus Ware, we were just talking about him. He went to high school right here.
oh, that brings back bad memories.
He gets away. Now the speed, and he can outrun just about anybody.
Great ball security there on the sideline, young man. A little bit off schedule, but tremendous talent with his legs.
But he didn't play football. That pass was dropped. He didn't play football at Florida State, but he did run.
At East Mississippi Community College, he wasn't a full-time starter, so he's needed to develop.
Straight up the middle, Johnson, 1st down inside the 10. Clock will stop while they. It would take a miracle, but we've seen some of those here before. 2nd and goal. Cat for Kerryon Johnson. He's going to keep it, picking his way, trying to get to that corner, stop short.
Franklin probably hasn't repped the red zone offense.
Well, that could be. That could well be. Johnson lunges. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
What they needed. So the game.
His head's down in the backfield. Pressure comes. Incomplete.
I don't.
Daniel Carlson is going to have that one bounce high, and A&M just knocks it out of bounds. So they.
For Dave.
All right, and that's going to be a shootout. Trevor Knight goes down, and Auburn. He is a fascinating guy. He's a different personality, and I mean that in a good way. Trevor Knight is going to go out of bounds. Now, why would you do that?
The kids. He was there with the kids playing in the dirt. You know, I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's good. I mean, there's no concern with him. Work ethic, off the field issues, and all.
Game homestand at the end. I think we know it's going to come down to that.
Franklin throws, caught along the sideline.
At Alabama, they're going to go to Alabama first and foremost, and you see John Franklin around the end. They're going to go to Alabama. What do we know about Alabama in order to beat the program? And he's made a measurable difference.
Franklin, what a catch. And that arm strength again.
10 from the 35.
Flushed out to the right. Now he'll throw high. Incomplete. He had a man open.
Fit his skill set. And I don't think that Gus Malzahn and Rhett Lashley can alter it to fit his skill set.
Franklin does get rid of it. Took a big hit. Has downs in this game. Franklin spins away. Can he get away? Trying, and he can't. Wrestled to the ground.
Back position. Jake Spavital part ways with him. Bring in Noel Mazzoni. Everything's new. And
4th and 18. He's going to try to get it, and no, he's going to go out of bounds. And
that's the kind of as he has been in his coaching career the last 2 years. You know, it's been a struggle.